Dang, no haircut on live. Yeah.
We jigging with a hammer, now we like. We throwing money in the airline.
We in there.
We jigging with a
Let's get
hammer,
it.
now we like. Throwing money in the airline. We jigging with a hammer, now we like.
It's a pinnacle code, living on a killer code. Never tell me different stories when it comes to killer code. Everybody pinnacle, never tell me killer food. Everybody coming from the who's on a kidnapping. Everybody stacking by the same cause you never know the stories that are coming from the same plot. Living in a pinnacle,
We throwing money in the airline. We jigging with a hammer, now we like. We throwing money in the airline. We jigging with a hammer, now we like. We throwing money in the airline. We jigging with a hammer, now we like.
I come in with a ski max, bitch, with
It's
a
barely
big bag. I got a
poured up
Volvo
apple
with a
juice.
Volvo.
What is this?
With some mojo, with a Gucci bag.
we in here, one don't get and we ain't better, can't get in here, we getting lit in here. I don't care, and the girls dancing everywhere, the bottle popping everywhere, the money overflowing everywhere, the swags everywhere, designers everywhere.
We throwing money in the airline. We jigging with a hammer, now we like. We throwing money in the airline. We jigging with a hammer, now we like. We throwing money in the airline. We jigging with a hammer, now we like.
This young T, young David, young Emma, young Thug, young boy, young Bear, young Dog, young Nick, young Giz, young Hills. Pull up at your hall, young Mill, young Chill. I say catch him with your pitching, learn from repetition. I got no ambitious visit, so I question my intention.
We throwing money in the airline.
Woo! Let's get
We
it.
jigging with a hammer, now we like.
We in there.
We throwing money in the airline. We jigging with a hammer, now we like.
Alright, that's enough. Alright. Guys, welcome back to another week. Welcome back to another week of Money Monday. I know I'm late. It's only 11 o'clock on the dot, but guess what? I'll be having too much motion getting to that money outside of this trading stuff. But guess what? Gotta get back focused. Gotta stay focused on the bag, the big bag. Big bag is trading. Trading. You know what time it is, though. You know, can we get some cheering in this bit? We in week 22 of live streaming. Like, man, this is a crazy year. And you know what's crazy? We are more than halfway through the year. Like, how do y'all feel about the first half of 2025? Please drop a chat. Please drop a 1 if you feel good. Drop a 0 if you feel break even. -1 if you feel bad or you need to get back to it. You need to lock in. You need to lock in, you know what I'm saying? But even for me, like, I don't know, I'm just over this. I had a little bit of seasonal depression where it was raining a lot in Dallas where I stay at. But now I'm like, man, it's time for me to get locked back in. It's time for me to get locked back in. But look at my hair. Look at my head, man. I need to comb my hair, but you know what? I'm gonna put a hoodie over it and pretend that I'm clean, like the class of 2018. So let's get started. Let's get started. Me out here. Let me share my screen. Starting off with the earnings hub, man. Starting off with earnings hub. How y'all feel about the earnings hub? So right now we don't have much earnings except for Oracle. That's something to look out for. Oracle dropping earnings this Wednesday, the 10th. That's crazy. And then we have I don't see anything. Sale, nah. Love Sack, nah. Adobe. Okay, so we got two dope companies dropping earnings. We got Adobe and Oracle. So that's something to look out for. Dropping earnings this week. So let's go ahead and look at Adobe. Adobe was on my watch list. Man, I traded Adobe, man. That shit cooked my ass. No Pa, no Diddy, but it cooked me. That shit went straight to SL. Where's Adobe? Can't find Adobe. What's the Adobe? ADBE. ADBE. I don't have Adobe on here. ADBE. Adobe. Adobe. Okay, I do got Adobe. But look, I think I took a trade. What trade was it? I think it was a trade right here. It was like last month. Man, straight to the SL. I was feeling good about it too. Oh well. And Adobe just struggling to break this resistance. So this is a strong price point. But guess what? Earnings are coming up this Thursday on Adobe. Even if you look at the RSI, the RSI looks pretty decent, bouncing in between this 50 and 60 and 40, just bouncing in between here. But I like to buy above the $60 level. And this is indication too, right? It's showing signs of indication, making higher highs, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high. So when are we gonna get back into it? So you wanna watch out. And earnings are coming up, so we might see some crazy Adobe play. And then moving on to Oracle. I got Oracle. Boom. We got Oracle. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I missed this play. There was this play right here. I was low-key sad about it, but guess what? I did not have to prep. So if I'm not prepped for it, I can't be upset for it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
Yeah, I'll be cooking, ramen accidentally. But if you don't prep for it, you cannot be upset for it. So like this play would have been a good play, and I would have been, boasting about it. But guess what? Broke this resistance. Like everything was just right on this play. Everything was just right. Let's do a little quick review on it. So I know we had this 70 price was being held at a $73 level on the RSI. They bounced, came back every time, it failed, and right here came, see this level, and came back to it right here, broke it, pushed, and we pushed above the RSI. So now we're pulling back a little bit. Maybe I see it bouncing. At this $50 level. Price might break below. Oh, it might go crazy. Oracle might go crazy and push back to this $260 level. So that's how I see it. And that's what our earnings review looks like. We have Adobe and we have Oracle. Oracle dropping Wednesday. Shout out to Chewy. How's Chewy been for the past? Oh my God, since 2021, Chewy's been getting cooked. It's Chewy, man. I remember Chewy was the next thing. Everybody was talking about it. Now trading at $20. And guess what, man? Not every investment is gonna work out. Then we got who's RH. Can we get some info? We got some insights. Okay, let's get some info. This is a luxury furniture retailer. You know what? Just looking at this 5-year outlook, I don't even want to care. I don't even care too much about it. But this is 2 top stocks to look out for. Not going into our Forex Factory. I know this is something. Hold on, yo. Hold on, ski. Hold on. I need you. Guess what though? I need you to get that money. Get that money. Let's get it. Gee. Gosh, stupid website. All right, so we're looking at. Oh man, Hancock. Hancock. Recap. All right, so reject. Okay, so right now, this is what to look for. This is the week of June 5th. So we have a streak snap of the SPY 500 after consecutive weeks of gains as Friday sell off. Many semiconductor related stocks weigh on the broader market. We got the job momentum. We have high yield rise. We have the rate hike outlook, so we might see a rate increase. We have Bitcoin decline. We have inside of Q1 earnings, oil volatility, and CPI reports ahead of us. So as you can see, on Monday we don't got no major news. Tuesday we got wholesaler investors trade balance, U.S. Census Bureau. Then we have existing home sales and Nation Association of Retailers. That's what's happening on Tuesday. Wednesday we have a price index, U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, federal budget, and U.S. Department of Treasury. And then Tuesday, producer price index. We have that, and then we have unemployment claims for the U.S. Department of Labor. And then Friday, we have University of Michigan Index Consumer Sentiment. That's a lot, but we have all that. This is a cleaner version. Y'all, please let me know which one y'all prefer. I like this one, Jan Hancock. And I already have this marked. Oh, right here. Got the Jan Hancock we got. So that's pretty crazy. Moving on to, that's why moving on to these stocks though. We're about to get to it. We're about to be quick. Because I'm running on time. We're gonna do a little. I'm not gonna do a review, but we're gonna rechart. We're gonna mark up these charts. And the reason I mark up these charts is to, refresh our mind. And feel free to let me know. Which stock I should refresh and mark up for you. Let me remove this trading view, my trading list. I like Dollar General, Amazon, Coinbase. I'm gonna dump for now. SPY, don't dump SPY. SPY, S&P, Paycom, dump. There's only 2 stocks on my trading list. But let's start off with Microsoft. Let's start off with Meta. Meta. Man, Meta's having a rough month. June is not looking so good, especially after last week. The sell-off was hard on Meta. And as you can see, we have, look at this. Y'all see it? Break the resistance, support and resistance. We have our support and resistance. Man, I don't have the energy I want, but man, y'all gonna get what y'all get. I can drop it here. And I actually just put resistance, inner resistance within here. But it's our daily support. Price might be pushing lower too. Ain't gonna lie, it might be a good time to put some sales into Microsoft, cause I mean Meta, Mark Zuckerberg might be a sell unless some BS gonna happen. Then looking at the daily, see how this price is just holding on to there. So we might see price break below this 40 point and push this 20. And then look, we already have our indication right here. We already have indication to our left side. Indication on left side. Moving on to Microsoft. Also a hard pullback last week. We can see Microsoft was on a tear until it wasn't. And then we can see our clear support and resistance. And then as our market support resistance, let's copy that. So I ain't gotta deal with that. Then you can just drop this right here. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Boom, boom. Now let's look at the RSI. RSI. So we use RSI as a guidance to see where price is at. And we might bounce off of this support or we might break through it. So we gotta be, very persistent in seeing. And prices been bouncing between this $50 level or 50 point level on RSI. Moving on to Google. Also, Google has been on a tear for the past few months. Google has been on a sell-off. And I ain't gonna lie, I should have put my bid in on Google on that sale. But you know what? I got distracted. I wasn't distracted. I was focusing on another trade. I was focused on Tesla. But Tesla also went on a tear down. But guess what? I did not. I was on the wrong side of the trade, so it didn't work out as the way I wanted to. This is why I see Google. Man, this week is looking pretty quick. I'm gonna be done fast. It's just straight to it. Then we have Apple. Apple also a pretty rough few weeks. Rough past 2 weeks. And then is this gonna be where Apple is going to, because last time here we were already oversold. So I think Apple's gonna bounce off this level. I think Apple's gonna bounce off this level and continue high or continue breaking down. Then moving on to Amazon. Amazon, you can see sell signal. You know, it's funny. Every time I say sell signal, market ends up bulling, ripping a new one. But guess what? Look at the past resistance. Then you know, old support. So let's just do this. Let's not do that. Let's just do this and that. Support, resistance. Okay. I'm looking for Amazon to give me a sign of, you know, I want to see signs of reversal, or I'm fully cool on re-entering at this retest level. Last time price was here, we ended up pushing around 24 points. And then Nvidia, also Nvidia just not looking so well. The monthly, even on the weekly, been a lot of bearish signals, not a lot of bulls in the market. I ain't gonna lie, I think I made some money off of this play right here. It was a quick trade. I saw bread on the market. I had to close it, and it was close for my mental sake. But then you can see, boom, boom, lower low, create a new high, failed to create a new high. So I'll be on a downtrend. This price gonna continue on the downside. And then let's move on to SPY. Also, SPY is looking pretty weak on the higher time frames. Sell signal. Even on the weekly, this is bearish engulfing. Pop that daily, as you can see, as we are in a daily, we can boom, 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 boom. It's looking pretty clean. In between this, and I think the caution of this month's or this week's or this week's sentiment is to just be patient. Do not force any trade. Do not force any trade, especially if you're not clear where the market is going. Especially when you're not clear where the market is going. Even with Dow Jones Index not looking so good, I can like tell, okay, we're looking support and resistance. But look, body sticks, candlesticks I can represent, especially like 1, 2, 3, 4. Even here, let's see where price is going. Other than that, that's it for the weekly recap. It's a quick one, only 20 minutes, but I feel like we got a lot in a short amount of time, and I'm pretty happy with it. I was gonna back test, but I got some other stuff I gotta handle business wise. Man, my hand is ashier than Sahara Desert. It's dry. But I'm gonna do a quick little. I'm gonna tap through all my open big list, and see how each stock's doing. Got Starbucks. Failed to continue high, but we were close to almost to profit. Target 1. Wingstop continue selling off. Olay also continue to struggle. This maybe a re-entry. Let's see. Only re-enter when we have downtrend. Prices on a downtrend. We're breaking, going back down. RP downtrend, Doge downtrend. Bit also down. It's oversold on the weekly. Yep. Gold also selling off, and we broke all resistance. Prices continue to go downward. Gold sales are in play right now. Gold sales are in play. Want to get into those? The stock, man. Interest. AMD. Let me clean up AMD. I have not cleaned up AMD in a while. Dang. Monthly sell signal. Daily. Not gonna lie, I like this reversal. This is a reversal sign right here at the resistance too for AMD. At the resistance too. I'm gonna add AMD to my trading list. AMD. See, that's the thing with preparation, you know. You gotta volunteer. Failed to hit TP. Volunteer hit target one, and then just continue down. Robin Hood also hit target one. Is this a re-entry? This might be a re-entry, and I like the fact that we came back to this 50-point level in RSI. Might be at a re-entry right here. Continue higher. The hood is getting added. The list, trading list, FedEx. I don't see anything, but I see price is one thing I like when price is right above the resistance, comfortably holding above resistance. That's a good buy signal too. I tend to take those as a good buy signal when price holds above. So like for resistance, say if you go in the past, let's say right here, price was comfortably above the support, the resistance. And guess what? We saw a big push after that. Big push after that. USP. Oh man, this trade right here. Man, man, oh man, oh man. This right here. Dang, just gotta take it, man. Just gotta take it. Especially when we crossing the SMA and VWMA. J&J. J&J is still kind of a good buy. And I like the way we recovered quickly after that. Recovered quickly and see. Volunteer. Pfizer. Kroger. Netflix. Boeing. Man. Also another trade, man. Just oof, it was a flyer, high flyer too. Cisco Systems. And I was talking about Cisco Systems over here. Guess what? Just gotta take the opportunity. One more. Dollar Tree. Oh. Pretty quickly. Reddit looks pretty good. Still pushing above, the target, and we're seeing higher highs. So Reddit might push again to that $200 level. So Reddit low key something to not sleep on. A long term play too. A long term play. RDDT. SAP. Oracle. I like Oracle too, man. And they got earnings coming up. Oracle might be a play for gamble play. But I think that's it for my full list. Uber, Lyft, Oof. And we broke. Oh, the 50. Oh Lord. Might be a sell off. Bert. Meet the 50. Out of health. People. Point base. CNC. Sheesh. Thing went flying. You look at MU. Sheesh. Got an alert right there. Built-in. Intel though. Oh my God, look at Crocs. Oh my gosh. Bruh, I didn't even take this trade, but look at Crocs hit TP, bro. Blocks. So Lulu. That's it though. Man, I gotta thank y'all for joining. This chat is over. You got the trades, man. Get some money. Go get some money, man. Stop being a lazy mother lover. Get some money. You got the trades. It's out.